Houston page real quick and see if we back on. This one good. Yeah, YouTube back up. All right, no sweat. Y'all, we back loud. Hold it down. All right, so Salakia, man, the white man is the devil that the Bible speak of. So naturally, you understand, we had some technical difficulties, as I stated on a post earlier. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with some crazy weather, so it's kind of knocking off the power and stuff on and off. So we toward though. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is with the I.S.U.P.K, the Commander General YAHANNA. You understand? So we trying to get everything back up and running on all platforms, so we can pick back up where we left off. If everybody can hear, back on. If everybody can hear, make sure y'all type a 1. Make sure y'all type a 1 in the let's see. Get all our viewers back, and then I'll go ahead and pick up where I left off. Give me 1 second, y'all. For those of y'all on YouTube, let me know if everything is clear. Y'all type of 1 to let me know if everything is toward. Y'all can hear everything is good, visual and everything. Just trying to make sure we get back on track where we was at. All right, Most High in Christ. All right, so that's on YouTube. Let me all right, Most High in Christ. All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up where we left off, because you know, we gotta get rolling. So yeah, again, I want to state, you know what I'm saying, for all the platforms that's watching, we had some technical difficulties. The power was going on and off, and then it finally knocked off the power. You know what I'm saying? That's just them demons trying to stop this truth from getting out. You know, we're not gonna allow it to happen. We're gonna go ahead and pick up where we left off. I'm actually gonna, this probably gonna have to be, you know what, we can finish this. You understand? Well, what time is it? We got about 15 minutes. We're gonna go ahead and finish this, get through this. All right, so pick up where you left off.
Daniel chapter 3, verse 21. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and their other garments, and were cast in the midst of the burning fiery furnace.
All right, so the king wasn't playing with them. You know what I'm saying? They pretty much stood their ground, said they wasn't gonna follow, you understand, these other gods that they had set forth before them. They was gonna follow their God, and if it was the Lord's will, the Most High was gonna deliver them, and they stood firm on that. But guess what? The king said, you know what? Okay, well, guess what? He held it, he kept his word, and he went ahead and threw them in the fire. Go ahead.
Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Read it again.
Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceeding hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
So not only did, okay, so what we reading right here is what you got to understand something. The Most High is so powerful, man. We got to like understand that the Lord is very powerful, and the Lord do not play when it comes down to his people. You understand? His people that cry out to him to deliver them. You understand? It say, therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent and the furnace exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that went to go get Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So the men that he commanded to go take them and throw them into the fire, they died because of the fire. It was so hot that they died from the fire. But guess what? Keep reading.
And these 3 men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the king, was astounded.
He was astounded, like he was like astonished, astounded, like he was like, wow, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? This is crazy. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all can't carry out one order. Y'all, how these men die and they can't even throw these? You know what I'm saying? You like, he was like, wow. You understand? Keep reading.
And rose up in haste and spake and said unto the counselors, did not we cast 3 men bound into the midst of the fire? They answered and said unto the king, true, O king.
So he like, wait a minute. So we ain't bound these dudes up and to throw them into the fire? They was like, yeah, you did, but you know what I'm saying? It's true. Keep reading.
He answered and said, lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God.
It says he answered and said, lo, I seen 4 men loose, meaning the dudes y'all threw in the fire, not only do I see them 3, but it's another one with them. You understand? And it says the 4th one is like, he's in the form like the Son of God. You understand? Keep going.
Then Nebuchadnezzar came near the mouth of the burning fiery furnace and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth, some hither.
Come hither, right.
Come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire.
So they end up just walking in the fire. They end up like, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't even touching them. You understand? They just in the fire. Like it's nothing. We chilling. You understand? And the king was like, so he went to the furnace. He's standing outside the furnace. He's like, hey, y'all come out of there. You know what I'm saying? He like, because he see them in there, they not dying, they're not burning. So he's like, y'all come up out of there. So they come forth. You understand? Go ahead.
And the princes, governors, and captains, and kings, and counselors being gathered together, saw these men upon those bodies. The fire had no power, nor was an air of their head, singed. Neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them.
There was not a sign that the fire had even done anything to them. Like they were unblemished, untouched by the fire. They didn't smell like smoke. They didn't smell like nothing was burning. Their hairs were still on their body. You understand? That's how we know this wasn't no spooky stuff. This wasn't no ghost or nothing like that. They still had hair on their body. These were human bodies that were untouched by this hot, fiery furnace. You understand? Unblemished. Go ahead.
Then Nebuchadnezzar spake and said, blessed be the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who hath sent his angel and delivered his servants that trusted in him.
So the king now has changed his whole demeanor. He like, Most High, bless you, Yahweh. You understand? He's like, go ahead, you got something you want to say?
I have a question. So when it said in the form of the 4th is like the Son of God, and then down here it says it was an angel. So
down where it says it's an angel.
Right, that he just read 28, who has seen his angel, the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and
In 28, we haven't read that yet.
he just did.
We just read 27. Well, he didn't finish reading it, but yeah. He said, blessed be, okay, who has sent his angel, right. So what's your question?
So up there in verse 25, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God.
Right, that was
the angel.
right, kind of. Yeah, no sweat. Of course, yeah, so that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's basically saying. He sent this angel down to, yeah. Go ahead, keep reading. So, okay, so now Nebuchadnezzar he bless you, Yahweh. You understand? For he showed his power through, you understand, them. Like, there's no way anybody else would have been thrown in that fire. They would have burnt up. His own men burnt up.
Right.
You understand? But they was unblemished, untouched. And they walked up out that fire like some bosses. You understand? Like they was like some bosses. So no sweat, I'm gonna do it. No sweat. So they walked through, I'm talking about like some bosses. So guess what? You understand? He like, you know what, bless your God. Because your God, he trumps me. Right. What I like, he is way more powerful than me. For him to send his angel down to save you and deliver you up out of this furnace, you understand? That's amazing. And then that's another thing to let you know that, you know, that's like the power of the Lord is so strong, and we got to understand when we are being put in a situation and the Lord is delivering us up out of it. It's like it be some situations where you know the only way you got out of that situation was the Most High. You have to start paying reverence and understanding, like praising the Lord. You understand? Like for those that's in the world, you've been put in situations where you understand the Lord has delivered you out of it, and you walking around acting like it was like just, good luck or something like that. When that's the Most High doing that, you understand, you need to give reverence. You know what I'm saying? Like, no different from, the Lord sending Commander General YAHANNA down here to save us, you know what I'm saying, and put him in place in power to rule this nation and to lead us out of this hell. You understand? Be our leader until Christ's return and perform miracles, because it's a miracle that I'm in the truth. And I'm pretty sure my brothers can say the same thing. You understand? Like the fact that he even took us from where we come from, and now we fighting this spiritual war on the right side. You understand? In the army of the Lord, that's a miracle in itself. He woke us up from the dead. You understand? Like, we gotta. That's why we say, we always thank Commander General YAHANNA, because you understand, we know that that's the Lord doing that, and we understand. We know it's always Most High in Christ first. You know what I'm saying? It's always, we know we got to give reverence to the Most High through Christ, always. But we also give reverence to the man who's down here putting in, who laid the groundwork, who physically built this school brick by brick from nothing. You understand? Single-handedly and built it from ground up to what it is now. Of course, we're gonna always, be thankful and gracious for that. You understand? So that's what the king is doing. He like, man, well, he sent this angel down here to, to deliver his man. That's really their God, and his God is powerful than my God. You understand? Keep reading.
And delivered his servants that trust in him, and have changed the king's word, and yielded their bodies, that they may not serve nor worship any God except their own God. Therefore, I make a decree.
Meaning, I'm gonna make it from this day forward. This is what it's gonna be now. It's a different. Now he didn't change like his whole everything he was talking. He changed. He's switching up. You know what I'm saying? The Most High made him switch it up. From this day forward, this is the decree. From this day forward, keep going.
That every people, nation, and language which speak anything amiss against the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego shall be cut in pieces.
So anybody that's going against the Most High, you're gonna be cut in pieces. That's my decree. This is Nebuchadnezzar saying this. He making a decree that anybody that speak anything against the God of the Jews, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, you're gonna be cut in pieces. You're gonna have to deal with me, because I know I ain't finna get punished for y'all. I know what his God is about. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make sure I enforce it. Y'all not finna, be out here shaming me, and the Lord put me to death. You understand what I'm saying? So guess what? Y'all gonna be cut in pieces. Go ahead.
And their houses shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort.
Hold on, read that again. That's powerful. There's no other God. What?
And their house shall be made a dunghill, because there is no other God that can deliver after this sort.
Meaning the God that we serve and the God that y'all serve, there's no other God that can deliver of this sort. There's no other God more powerful than the Most High. There's no other God powerful than their God. Like, to deliver them out of this fiery furnace that for surely would have killed me and killed my men. Like, there is no other God that can do that. So that God is way more powerful than any God that we could ever create or anything that's on this earth. And the Nebuchadnezzar realized that and understood that. And he stood on that. That's why he made the decree. You understand? That's very powerful to understand. This king who is also powerful in rulership, and his words matter. He make people do what he want. You understand? He made all the councilmen and policemen and police chiefs and presidents and everybody of power bow down and worship this image that he created. Meaning he had power. You understand? He had Donald Trump power. He had Congress power. He had power. You understand? But guess what? The Most High said, you're not more powerful than me. And he delivered his children out of that king's hands. You understand? And that's what our king will do too. That's what, and keep go ahead and read the last verse.
Then the king promoted Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the province of Babylon.
Right, and he put them back, he promoted them into that land. And that's what our king will do. That's what our God will do for us. You understand? We have to understand and put in our brick and do what we're supposed to do, and and come together and follow the law, statutes, and commandments. And don't just say we believe, but make, like the scriptures say, faith without works is dead. Put in your brick. You understand what I'm saying? You can't say, oh, I believe the Lord is going to deliver us out of this land, but you ain't trying to make it happen. You ain't trying to put forth the brick so that the Lord can see that, and you building this kingdom up from ground up and trying to, not building the kingdom up, but you know what I'm saying? Put your brick in to help build the kingdom up and put in your work. You understand what I'm saying? And instead you want to walk around here and get high and have attitude and not be vigilant and not do this and not do that. Can't take orders. You understand what I'm saying? Even the smallest things, you understand? We got to learn how to be able to do that. Submit ourselves to the men, the people that's over us, and the righteous leadership that's over us, and do what we supposed to do. You understand? That's the only way we can expect our God to deliver us. If not, if you can't do that, don't expect the Lord to deliver you from anything. You understand? It should never be about us individuals. It should be about this whole nation. We should all be about this whole nation. You understand? And that's what it's supposed to be about. With that, pay your tithes to the men of the Lord, ISUPK.com. Make sure you hit the donation link. You know what I'm saying? Pay your 10% that's due unto the priests and prophets. Make sure you do that. You understand what I'm saying? Commander General YAHANNA does marvelous things with that tithe money and make sure this nation has everything that we need as far as resources. You understand? So make sure y'all do that. With that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Trooper Ron for the security announcement.
We are the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry, tithes, which is a commandment out of the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10, means 10th in the Hebrew. Mayasharah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is a feast of first fruits. Starts after the Sabbath of unleavened bread, which is sundown, Sunday, April 28, 2019. Count 50 days, but only celebrate the 50th day, which is Monday, June 17, 2019, and start before sundown. Out of the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 10 through 22. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf. And these are the security announcements.
All right, with that, shalom.
Yeah, you already know what time it is. You understand? UPK, 1 West, and the Command General YAHANNA.